A meat cleaver. These metal boxes are normally used as cash boxes. I can't spend ages trying it out. I can't spend practical applications of a marvelous tool, so small and yet it slices through flesh. Plain untipped signal. A small bottle. None left. Medical books. A working Bunsen burner. A cassette player, but I don't know if it works or not. There's no... An old skeleton. That's not very... Whoops. The skull looks... Yep, it's loose. It gives pulling my leg a whole new meaning. Cold compartments. Luckily, these things don't work anymore, or I'd probably have frozen to death. Phil locked me in this... I know it's definitely not a good idea to have a look inside. It stinks like hell. But I'd love to know if there's anyone or anything moldering in there. Oh, I could have passed on that one. And to think I was just climbing on this thing. There are air holes here, like in my compartment. Jeez, there's someone in there. I can hear breathing. Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Can you hear me? Whoever's in there must be in a deep sleep. There's no way of waking them up. An old yellowed screen. An ancient film projector. I'd be amazed if it still worked. If I don't put the film in, it's as good as any other light. A human skull. A replica, probably. Something's rattling around in there. Either his brain has dried up, or someone has hidden something in this... Barbecue tongs with blood on them? Lucky I always had to load the films at school. It's not as easy as you might think. Kitchen towels. Best quality. Surprise, surprise, still unused. Medical you see in hospitals. Oh, and pathology labs. Most of them are rusted. The blood seems fairly recent. Nothing. It really looks like it's broken. Lots of film and photography equipment. Oh, this looks like an attachment. Different colored transparencies in a frame. You can pull them in and out. I fixed the color filter to the front of the projector, so I can now use the different color gels to watch the film in bright colors. I should pull the screen down first. So let's have a look and see what's on this film. This film is so incredibly lame that there's gotta be a good reason for hiding it in the skull. I'll have another look at the film. Hmm. 2180. A 4-digit combination. That fill is what slime. Not a bad idea. Hiding a combination in a film that can also only be seen using a special color filter. yuck. I really don't want to know what it is. It stinks like hell. If the numbers on the film are the combination for this box, then... an envelope. Let's see. As I said already, I can't do anything with the photo. It looks like the person concerned has left the village, and is therefore of no further interest to me. You've already gotten too much money out of me for the pictures of the fire, so that's it now. I have a new job for you. As far as I know, the fire fiend will be released sometime next week. He's a ticking time bomb that could blow up again at any time. Perhaps we could encourage him a little. Watch him, don't let him out of your sight. I want you to write down everything he does. Further instructions to follow. M. M. That can only be Murray. That, deserves the worst. There are gonna be some serious consequences. I've been through some horrible things, but this is really going too far. It's just hanging. A rusty file. Great. Now I've got a few wires. If I can repair the photocopier, the intercom will be child's play. There you go. I told you so. Now, in theory, I can lure Phil down here. Okay, I can try it now. Damn, I didn't connect the wires up right, but that should... Huh, I can hear footsteps.
What's all this? Turn that light off!
He's been knocked out. I'd better take care of this, just in case. He's been knocked out. This key fits. It's Ralph! Oh my god, what has Phil done to him? His face, his upper body, covered in cuts, and his entire body. Dry blood everywhere. The disgusting bastard Phil, he's gonna pay for this. Ralph? Ralph! It's useless. I don't think Ralph can hear me. It looks like he's been drugged. I gotta try to wake him up. An empty bottle of smelling salts. It looks like they need a lot of these to bring people around. Even though they look pretty cool, I don't know why I would need some deer antlers right now. Drawers full of something under here. Phil doesn't seem to have touched the display case. A glass flask. A pile of junk. Old radios, wireless equipment, if ever I need anything like that. Great idea. I stay here playing computer games until Phil comes to and proceeds to knock me out cold. I have some unfinished business. Let's see. Maybe I can find some info on the compound. Okay, what does it say? Deer antlers ground to make ammonium powder. Heat and crystallizes to form what are known as smelling salts. That shouldn't be too difficult. I have the most important... Sorry, Bambi, but it definitely won't hurt you anymore. I now have the ammonium powder. Okay, that should be enough. The powder is in the glass flask. Ugh, it smells a little like dead cow. But it's not really overpowering. Ugh, it smells a little like dead cow, but it's not really overpowering. Ugh, it smells a little like dead cow, but it's not really overpowering. Ugh, ugh. Remind. An empty plastic bottle. Something tells me I'm gonna need it. Ugh, it smells. Ugh, gets right into your lungs. I'll fill up the smelling salts bottle. At least now I can wake Ralph up. I'll leave the book here.
What? Where? Ah! This isn't Ralph's house! This isn't Ralph's house! Go away! Go away!
Ralph,
Leave
it's
Ralph
okay.
alone!
It's okay. Ralph!
Mr. Bobby! Where are you? Mr. Bobby!
Ralph, it's all right. Shh. Ralph, it's me, Darren. It's okay. Here, look. It's Mr. Bobby. You see? Everything's okay.
Bobby, 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 Bobby.
Wow. Ralph ran like the devil himself was after him. I won't see him back in a hurry. I don't think I can do anything more down here. Time to deal with Phil. You goddamn. More weapons. A gun, a heap of ammo, and a knife. Cheap knives. The cheapest and nastiest for miles around. But a gun might come in handy. Hell, what am I doing here? Am I out of my mind? I can't go around carrying the gun. I'll pocket the ammo, too. But there's more stuff here. A necklace. Oh, it looks valuable. Stolen, more than likely. I'll take it as compensation for all the crap I've suffered here. Phil will just have to get over it. A disc. What's on it, I wonder? Great idea. I stay here playing. Great idea. I stay here playing computer games until... It says here, if you've been stupid enough to forget your... It says here, if you've been stupid enough to forget your password again, it'll come back to you when you come back in again. It says Ruga here. The rest is a... It says, great idea. I stay here playing computer games until Phil comes to and proceeds to knock me out cold. No, I should first take care of things in the cell. It says here, great idea. An ad for telephones. This Phil is a sleazy bastard. A pile of junk. Old radios, wireless equipment, hard disks, and God knows what else. If ever I need anything like that, I'll know where to come. It says Ruga here. The rest is illegible. Great idea. It says here, a metal flap in a wooden cupboard. That's weird. I bet Phil's hiding something important in here, but I can come back to that later. I'll go to the cellar first. A metal, but I can come back. Great idea. I stay here playing computer games until Phil... Great idea. I have to lock him up in the cellar at least, like he did. It says here, if you've been... Great idea. I think he's slowly coming round. You would normally cut him. All kinds of trash. It says Ruga here. The rest is illegible. It says here, if you've been stupid enough to forget your password again, it'll come back to you when you come back in again. Great idea. I stay here playing computer games until Phil comes to and proceeds to knock me out cold. No. Phil locked... I think he's slowly coming. friend. I'm out of here. Just in time.
You Yankee tosser! I'll have you! You better get out of here while you still can! Just you wait!
That was obvious. I need the BIOS password. Morgue. That was the correct password. So let's see what we can do with the PC. That looks interesting. Unlock.exe. I'll run it. 1 for cellar door. No, don't think so. 2 for storeroom. Storeroom? Yeah, I'll go for that. That came from the direction of the cupboard. Something clicked. I'll have a look. Aha! It was a kind of remote-controlled locking device. This appears to be Phil's treasure vault. A list of sums of money. The library taught, £200. The foreign woman, £500. The Yank, £100, £2,500, £300. I think Yank must refer to me. What's that all about? Some kind of bounty? Is that why Phil locked me up? To get money? There's an M and a tick after each sum of money, but not next to the one for the foreign woman. Betamax video cassettes. Strange format. What does it say here? Ralph, summer 1990. Are they Ralph's vacation videos? But then what's this? James, August to October. I can't figure it out. I'll just take the Ralph cassette with me. There's a Betamax recorder plugged in here. So let's see what's on the video cassette. What's that? Ralph sitting there, tied to a chair. That's here in the cellar. What are they? Oh, it's a torture video. I don't need to see anymore. I really don't want to know what's on the other videos. There's a dent in the hood. My head could have done that. The car seems to be working. I wonder if Phil has a key to this too. How about that? Here it is. Ugh, just a heap of ash. No corpse. Well, no. A small cardboard tube that Phil must have thrown away. And what if we hear an iron M? I guess that was originally from the writing above the front door. The shotgun will be safer in there. I'll get rid of the other weapon too. that job done. Now, I'll have to ask Murray a few questions.
Mr. Michaels, have you had a pleasant day?
Mr. Michaels? Why aren't you calling me Mr. Fire Fiend? I know you like calling me that. I also know you're having me watched. That you set a perverted gun nut onto me who has a whole load of corpses in his cellar?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Michaels. Are you not feeling well? You seem a little tense.
You will be too, very soon. Unfortunately, I found a letter that proves everything, written in your handwriting, to a certain Bill. He'll be sitting pretty in the slammer very soon if I take this to the police.
Very well, Mr. Michaels. I too can do something. As you will have already ascertained from this letter, I am in possession of some photos that are extremely damaging for you, for which I have paid a large sum of money. Do you want to know what they show?
What could they show? I'm totally innocent.
You, Mr. Michaels, are on them. You can be seen running from the burning castle. Had you not put on record that you were nowhere near the castle on the day of the fire? What would the judge have to say to that? I almost fear that would be your death sentence. And just imagine, I could even profit from it. Brave hotelier convicts arsonist. I've got you where I want you, Mr. Michaels.
You won't get away with it. I'll press charges against you for blackmail.
Of course you will. A pathetic lunatic from America comes to England, kills half a dozen people, and then accuses a respectable hotelier of blackmail? Wake up! You're up to your neck in it. Do what I tell you, and you'll stay alive at least.
We'll see who's gonna stay alive, you cretin! Ah! God, that burns. I wanted to kill him. I really wanted to kill him. And I had no scruples whatsoever. There was something... This can't be me. First these visions, and now it's becoming real. The medication. I should take it more regularly. Okay, calm down. Now isn't the time to lose your nerve. Murray antagonized me, and it's perfectly normal. Nothing unusual. It can happen to... Jeez, no. This happens a heck of a lot in my family. It's these damn pills don't help either. Or do they? Ugh. I just don't know what to do anymore. Maybe Victoria could help me. She knows all about our family and this curse. But she doesn't believe me. But can you blame her? Okay, if the guy goes to the police now, I've had it. These photos. I must find... Then he won't have anything more on me. One problem less. I bet that thing infringes several... I bet he's got the photo somewhere in his office. Probably from the time of the... No, even worse. 1,000 tips to success, customers as a means to an end.
Huh. The wall has 3 niches. There's a big steel cabinet in the middle one. A large steel locker. If Murray has something he wants to keep safe, it's sure to be in here. I can't believe that Murray keeps the key for the locker here, but I'll check all the same. What have we got here? This is a user manual for the steel locker. Interesting. If you have forgotten your combination, the serial number is stamped on the rear panel. Write it down and telephone the following number: 01473/serial number plus the last 2 digits of your year of birth. An automated information desk will then tell you your combination. That's what I call service. Now I just need Murray's date of birth. Murray's date of birth will probably be on here. There it is. 1942. Huh. He's quite an old-timer. The creep. Hundreds of plastic. Murray's plan. Wow, that's a really ugly carpet. Probably. No chance. This thing's locked and made of solid. It's 3.5 meters from the corner to the place where the steel locker stands. Toolbox. It wasn't there yesterday. Is Murray doing the renovation himself? Whatever. I'll just help myself. Not too well organized. Pliers. Otherwise, just screws, nails. If I've got it right in my mind, the steel locker must be exactly... I'll remove the wallpaper. A brick wall. Looks very old and the mortar's crumbling. I can use this to scratch out the mortar from between the bricks. That should do it. That's the back wall of the steel locker. And here's the serial number. 8528-173. All right then, let's see if...
The combination is 4 right, 8 left, 15 right, 16 left, 23 right, 42 left.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. Ta-da! How about that? Various photos of different people.
Denise and Spooner doing... Oh, and here's one of Matt taking a leak on the police station. Is that why he was in the slammer? I'll get rid of all this crap the next chance I get. There's something else in the envelope. Bingo! Reliable photographic evidence. And it doesn't prove my guilt, but Angelina's. Caught in the act of arson. I gotta show this to Victoria right away. It'll convince her of my innocence. I just need to avoid running into Sister Antolini. She'd be sure to send me packing again. And Murray was just bluffing. There aren't any compromising photos of me. There she is again. The white lady from the shack. What? Oh, she's coming closer. Whoa, she's floating like a ghost. What if she is one? Keep calm, Darren. At least it would be better than one of those hellhounds. A friendly ghost is actually fine, particularly when it's so beautiful. Or so sad. Should I follow her? Into the realm of the dead, or what? Oh, whatever. I've still got a whole packet of Halo Paradox with me. If the whole thing gets... Where's she gone now? Strange. I hardly let her out of my sight. The gate is open for me? I hope the ghost is some kind of angel. It's certainly decorative. It's certainly decorative, if you like having boulders in your garden. Huh, the scaffolding was just asking to be climbed on, but unfortunately I can't see any open windows. Anyway, it would be impossible to climb on it quietly without being noticed. It's certainly decorative, if you like having boulders in your garden. It looks even older than the castle. There's even more garbage lying around here. There used to be fireworks in here, but it's still a few weeks to New Year's Eve. There's even more... but it's still a few weeks... There's a candle. If I don't have a flashlight, I should at least take this with me. I can use the pliers to get the slug out of the cartridge. That way I'll make the thing harmless and get a charge of gunpowder at the same time. Click. Let there be light.
Good idea. But perhaps I should fill the roll with something first before I seal it with wax. Good idea. But perhaps I should fill the roll with something first before I seal it with wax. I'll fill the cardboard tube with the gunpowder. Just a shame that it always trickles out of the ends. I can seal the cardboard roll with the wax so the gunpowder doesn't trickle out. Don't step on a creaky floorboard. Damn, it'd be impossible to sneak past them unnoticed. I have to distract them somehow. A pane of glass is missing, but it still works. A pane of glass is missing, but it still works. I'll stick the cigarette in one end of the cardboard roll. If you light the cigarette, it'll burn down and make the gunpowder explode. So now I've built my own firework. The lamp is the perfect place. Okay, I've got it back. So, it's time. After all, I want to be in the front row when the show begins.
Whoa! What was that?
Sounded like a gunshot.
Damn, why aren't they going out?
Might have been a firework. I saw one of them spotty kids, man.
Have you seen what they've done to our scaffolding?
No.
They've covered it in paint.
Little sods. Why are they hanging?
I've got
What kind of idea, Greg?
Why don't we stick
Blast. Damn.
What's all that noise? Greg, Steve, was that you? Hey, Greg, Steve, what the heck is going on here?
She's disappearing into the hall. Now full speed to Victoria. Victoria? Please wake up, Victoria.
What? Who? Adrian? What are you doing here? I told you.
I'm sorry, but I gotta talk to you. I can prove I'm innocent. You can see Angelina here on this photo, Victoria, killing Miss Valley. Here, look at it.
Angelina? But why? I don't understand.
Angelina also gave the order to set the castle on fire. And she killed Sally, Catherine, and Lewis, all just because of Mordred's curse. She needed my blood, because only male Gordons are capable of activating Mordred's power. You knew about that, Victoria. Please don't tell me you didn't know.
But she was my little Angelina. How could she do something like that?
I was hoping you could tell me that. There's that order that followed me.
Miss Valley's order? A bunch of bunglers. They wanted to prevent something like what happened 12 years ago from... Most of them see it as Miss Valley was the only one who really knew what it was about. It keeps the secrets hidden. It was, after all, in our interest.
I see. I saw something strange there, and I don't know who else I could ask about it. This white lady, exactly the one in this painting, or very similar, I don't know. But either way, I saw her in the woods. She was running around like a ghost. But it wasn't a ghost, was it?
A white lady in the woods? Are you sure?
So it really was a ghost. Oh my God, I really am going crazy.
No. Calm down, Adrian. Everything's fine. Perhaps better than I dared to hope. Tell me more about the lady. What did she look like?
I didn't see her all that well. She had long white hair, she had a long dress on with a belt, some kind of coat of arms on it.
The woman you saw is Maria Gordon, Mordred's wife. She can find no peace, not for centuries. She wanders the woods of Black Mirror because she's searching for her child and Mordred's. I've seen her too.
You've seen her too? Then she really does exist.
We're in Black Mirror Castle, Adrian. Which reality are you talking about?
What happened to the child?
Right? What I'm about to tell you has never left these, and it would be good if it's perhaps the oldest of our... You want to know what happened to the child? That's what Maria asks herself to this day. All we know is that Mordred took it away. He thought Maria cheated on him with his brother. What he did to the child remains a mystery until today. It was never seen again.
So Mordred's wife was unfaithful, and because of that he cursed everyone?
No, Maria wasn't unfaithful to Mordred. It was his hate that made him think something like that. Even though the two of them fought many battles together, but that was before they came to Black Mirror. Something here changed. He mistrusted everyone. His soldiers, his wife, his brother. Became more and more. Finally, he looked at his own child and didn't recognize it. Thought he wanted to kill it, but no one knows if he did. One thing's for sure, He snatched it from Maria and took it into the catacombs under the castle. In her desperation, Maria called for Marcus, begged him for help. For Mordred, this was further evidence. Marcus came, challenged Mordred to a duel, but he didn't find the child, no matter how he said.
What kind of curse is it?
Before Mordred died, he put a curse on Marcus's male descendants. They were to complete his work. One day a golden devoted to evil would be born, who would bring Mordred.
Angelina wanted to have his power. But why, if only the male Gordons were cursed?
Because you're twins. The curse must have...
How's that?
I'm sorry. I can't tell you any more, Adrian. It is just an assumption.
What?
Adrian, we've no time to lose. You're the last Gordon of the Marcus lineage. The castle should belong to you. Give me some paper and a pen. There, in the drawer. I must confirm your true identity. Otherwise, no one will know that you're the lawful heir. Hurry. I can feel my strength waning, Adrian. My life's coming to an end.
No, Victoria, please. I need you. I won't know what to do without you.
Without me, you might not have been in this position. We were very thorough when it came to you. He even had you a death certificate drawn up.
Let me guess. Dr. Herman did that.
We made a mistake. Forgive me, Adrian.
It's all right. You only wanted to protect me. But it might have been better if I'd known what it was about. Then I might not have walked into Angelina's trap. What can you tell me about the ritual chamber?
I've never been there myself. But apparently Mordred's power is strongest there. That place is not of this world. It's in the Shade World.
I think me and Angelina, we heard Mordred when we were there.
What exactly happened in the ritual chamber?
Well, I completed all of the tasks. Spilt my blood on the relief.
And did you speak the words?
I think so.
Oh God, Adrian, then the ritual's complete. You've laid open the way for Mordred.
What do you mean? Am I cursed now?
Worse, Adrian. Worse. Mordred's spirit is now in you. Adrian, in you. Oh my God, Adrian, what have you done?
Mordred is inside me? Oh, hell, that's exactly what I feared.
Stay calm. Let's stay calm and think. How do you feel? Is anything different?
Yes, there are these visions. They feel quite real. They're sick, violent, but maybe they aren't anymore. I wanted to go for Murray's throat earlier. That definitely wasn't a vision.
When did you see the White Lady last?
Just now, in front of the castle.
Then you haven't yet done evil. Your heart is still pure. You're strong, Adrian. You've managed to resist, and you must continue to do so. Resist Mordred for as long as you can, He will get stronger and stronger, and you will get weaker. He wants to control you. At some point, he will take control of you.
How can I prevent Mordred from controlling me?
There are only two ways to banish him. Mordred's vessel must be destroyed. You know what I mean by that.
I guess you mean the Samuel variety? A little jump from the tower, directly onto a pointy iron fence. Sounds tempting.
It's certainly the easier option.
Really? What would the difficult one be then?
You have to go back to where everything began.
To the ritual chamber? But it's buried.
Where everything began.
But do you mean where Mordred uttered the curse?
It's all written in the book.
In which book?
I'm so tired, Adrian. I can't go on.
No, please don't close your eyes now, Victoria. Stay awake, please. Just tell me what book you're talking about. A chronicle or the Bible?
The book. Please read it. In the room.
Which room?
Under the ground. The 6 menhirs will point you to the entrance.
Which menhirs?
The path begins there. The path. You have to follow to the end. To the very end.
Do you mean the big stones around the castle?
Stop there. Search at the menhirs. Adrian, promise me.
Yes, I'll do it.
Promise me.
Yes, I promise. Victoria, please wait. There's so much you have to tell me. Victoria.
What are you doing here? How did you get
She's
here?
dying. Do something. Quick!
Leave now.
Lady Victoria Gordon has passed away. She leaves behind an empty place in our hearts. Let us pause a moment and bid her farewell in silent prayer. Dear mourners, as we part, so faith, now as we... Adrian, my sincere condolences.
Thanks.
Your great-grandmother was a quite extraordinary woman.
Yes, she was.
Upright and of good heart.
Yeah. It's a pity I only got to know her so late.
Better late than never. You are Lady Victoria's only kin, and therefore her sole heir. You can now move into the castle and take some time to reflect, to find some peace, Adrian. And say farewell not only if you need any help. You know...
Thank you, Father Frederick.
My condolences, Adrian.
Thanks, Doc.
How are you?
Well, this is the funeral of the last member of my family. That's it. From now on, I'm alone on God's earth. Utterly alone.
I suddenly find Mordred's presence in my head a little comforting. He is part of the family, after all.
We could have our session now, if you like.
No, I'd just like to have some space right now. Can we move it to this afternoon?
How about 3 o'clock at my practice?
Okay.
See you then, Adrian.
Adrian Gordon, the last, but not the least. Or maybe he is.
What a great time to say that. But I wouldn't expect anything else from you.
That's right. You even carried your great-grandmother to her grave. You'd known hardly 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry for your sad loss. That I'm sure you'll get over very quickly. And congratulations on hitting the jackpot.
What jackpot? Do you mean the burned down castle that I'm duty bound to rebuild according to the will? Or do you mean my being the last in line of a family of sickos and murderers?
You call it that, but anyone else would call inheriting a magnificent estate and rising up into the nobility.
That's what you think. Any other cop would overcome his prejudices and just look at the facts.
Talking of cops, as you're now a British citizen, I'm afraid I can no longer get you deported. Let me make myself clear. The slightest hint of suspicion, and I'll have you back inside.
Why do you want to keep me so close to you? Haven't you got any other friends? Why don't you go see Denise more often? That'll take the heat off a bit.
You'll soon stop talking so tough.
Have it your way. And now if you'll excuse me, Inspector, I have to go count my guest bathrooms. E.M.B. Dukes, Notary, 21 Upper Brook Street. The keys to the castle, the notary. Hi, you waiting for me?
Good morning, sir. Yes, we are. Our condolences, by the way.
Thanks. I'm Adrian.
Okay, Adrian. I'm Greg. This is Steve. So, you're the boss now, right?
It looks like it. But I still have to get used to the fact.
Okay, boss. Well, maybe
Instructions.
Sure. Then perhaps you want to get a general...
So, why don't you just get on with your work then?
No offense, sir, to the name of the Gordons, but it would be nice to know if the good lady...
You mean money-wise?
Yep.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Well, see you later then, sir. We'll wait for you in front of the castle.
So this is my new home, Blackmere Castle. A little more spacious than my college room and the prison cell, if not that much brighter. Looks like a few kids have had a pot.